It's your favorite user, youtube.com/at Drxhenry. Just kidding, I'm not British, thank fucking God. And I'm here to provide a little context as to what this silly little stream is about. So this involves some industry beef. And in the upcoming stream, Mr. Dork's like, oh, you have 1K, what fucking industry? And trust me, industry. Now, whether you realize it or not, networking is an actual business strategy, and every shitty little YouTuber is connected to some other shitty YouTuber. That's just the way it works. So if you weren't really aware of the obscure figures which the people in the circle were aware of, myself included, then this is going to make no sense, but it's still humorous nonetheless. So in this obscure circle of internet figures, there's this one particular dude that found a way into the circle and is a complete fucking sociopath. Just about everybody and like a few hundred people have problems with him. I I could generate like 40 plus witnesses if the affiliated parties were worth willing. Not only is he clearly financially irresponsible, but he also has like a huge obsession with grandma got run over by a reindeer porn. Specifically cousin Mel. Like this guy does he's just kind of the Pan Pizza's irate gamer, if that makes sense. He's just a vanilla clone, but outside of his videos with the people he networks within, because it is an actual business strategy, if you take it seriously, you gotta treat it like one. He has been subject to many experiences of problematicacy that aren't really the best documented because, it's an obscure figure. No one outside the circle really wants to see two motherfuckers beef it out. So before I learned about this user's past, this user in particular should absolutely unironically be seeking professional help. And he started to become obsessed with my videos in particular, seemingly because it was an actual romantic obsession blossoming. Like, he had a crush on Pan Pizza, allegedly. Like, he tried to get with him, but Neon Caffeine swooped his ass up. So, he's salty about that. The fact that he has this absurd Pan Pizza obsession turned hate boner because Pan Pizza does not care about him and does not want to suck his dick at all. He just finds other people of his YouTube genre both to try and suck their dick and to get Nepo boyfriend points. Now, to dodge this, he kept saying, oh, I have a boyfriend, he's a femboy, but he's clearly never a real person if he's just trying to leech on to other people and suck their dick. And like I said, nepotism over craftsmanship, and you might have a hard time taking the word nepotism seriously in this context, but again, it's the internet. Tons of circles of people who take things seriously and genuinely do business. This shit goes on. You don't know about it, obscure people, but actual business does occur in this context. No matter how obscure the figures. In fact, I was actually affiliated with the Why is Timmy Turner Black guy, the cartoon reboots Modern Trash Ask Air, that guy. I knew that guy for years because he was in this obscure circle. That was before he became infamous for saying a bunch of racist shit about Fairly Odd Parents: A New Wish. Like, it's all connected, no matter how obscure. Just trust me. So I was originally just supposed to pop up as a guest in his podcast, but then, he started waving money at me. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. Which, might I add, was just a Pan Pizza ripoff podcast, and also was made out of spite to another obscure one I won't mention for privacy concerns. And not only this business, but this also absurd behavior and potentially romantic obsession and just being a difficult person to deal with in general started in about September of 2023. And then January 2024 rolls around, and then, shit gets hitting the fan. I won't get into, but 2024 was a year of my life defined by homelessness anxiety. I had to make ends meet with whatever I had and a bunch of loans and shit. Now, that's okay now, but that actually explains the large increase in output quantity of mine if you were to analyze it. I had no other method of making money, but due to fortunate timing, I was able to get my channel monetized, all that jazz. So being unemployed for about 9 months straight out of unfortunate circumstances out of my control, whoop-de-doo. So stuck in about this 9-month cycle of unable to be employed, not because I was a lazy piece of shit. This user started to begin waving money at someone who seriously needed it, defined by near homelessness. So as month after month after month, in about the span of however many months, about like September of 23 to June, July 24 is, I lost my shit. That was enough. Like he was ridiculously difficult to work with. I could yap all day about all the podcast drama just making this damn thing. There were a ton of unreleased episodes and shit he didn't release because he was lazy. He'd call people for emergency meetings, one of which was about another person who had more subscribers than him. He was going on a 10-minute mental breakdown, calling this dude a fat retard. And might I add, this person I believe actually disclosed they were on the spectrum, so it was actually a complete ableist mental breakdown rant. Stuff along the lines of that would happen, not helped by his grandma got run over by a reindeer obsession, which, by the way, was one of the canceled episodes that I believe never got released due to copyright reasons, because, he's not smart enough to file a fair use claim or edit it to not get claimed because he's lazy. So a man in need that he wasn't helping, that he was also pissing off, and about 100 other people, genuinely at least 100, I had a problem with. It was time that this community needed a good fucking call out, and I was the man to do it. Over 40 plus people agreed with this. Nobody objected to this. So I guess you die a villain or live long enough to become the user. But I genuinely lost my shit, but I don't care, because in context of the obscure community general audiences are not going to be aware of, it was justified, it was received well, all that shit. But without context, it's just concerning, and you're never going to understand it. It's so poorly documented, but it's a funny situation nonetheless. He set this off. He's been too problematic for the past 5 years or so, allegedly. There's even creeper allegations against him, which he did sort of confess through projection. The specific story is that he really wanted to watch Land Before Time with this girl, but she didn't want to, and he didn't know what no means no when. But if he was trying to romantically creep on me and giving me money opportunities when I needed it, he could do it to a younger girl too. He did project it, meaning that he is most likely guilty of creeping up on girls with wanting to watch Land Before Time. So, if you ask me, epic rap battles of history, Jason Gomez the Dinosaur versus Dinosaur with 42 heads. And that's a little introductory from LS Mark But Shit and a Toonrific Tyreek clone for some reason, which I am not either of those. I'm an AVGN ripoff, clearly. Because Toonrific Tyreek apparently is the only person that's allowed to talk about peanuts on this goddamn website. So here's an incredibly bizarre, out-of-context bit for poorly documented internet drama featuring a bunch of shitty, obscure people, myself included. But I am genuinely fucking pissed, but I don't care because it's hilarious. Later in the video, Dork's gonna be like, how do you say this and you're not laughing? Well, it's because I'm actually pissed and clearly destroyed over homelessness anxiety. Like, if you watch a lot of my videos from, like, the summer of 24, like, Syphil and Ollie under the umbrella tree, a lot of those I sound, like, physically dead, and, yeah, again, the homelessness anxiety, like, that is like, I was not faking that. But all jokes aside, this Yoza is, like, actually a sociopath, and he should genuinely seek professional help, but he's too busy, gooning to Grandma Got Run Over by Reindeer porn. Cousin Mel he would not shut up about.
So, I guess there's somebody named Drxhenry, who is an internet nostalgia historian. And I guess he talks about various nostalgia things. He watched the Nostalgia Critic movies, I guess. I think that this is a person who's like been in my chat. I'm not sure. I recognize the name, but I don't think I've watched any of the videos, so I think it might be a chat member. I'm not sure. But this is someone, I guess, involved in some sort of drama with a user. It's some user named Dinosaur with 42 heads. It's a good name to have, really. It's better than, like... It's a much better name than, like, Doom Shadow 400 or whatever. You know, you either go with, like, Poopy Butt Fart 69, or you go with something, like, just weird, like Dinosaur with 42 heads, sure. Well, this is a video called Dinosaur with 42 Heads is Defaming Me and Others. And this is part of a series about this guy, so this is some real stuff.
I, Liam Xavier Henry, internet alias Drxhenry, former associate of mine, Dinosaur with 42 Heads, real publicly displayed name who he knowingly placed on the internet.
Oh, this is pretty autistic already.
Now making defamatory allegations of doxing despite reciting public information. He has also released a series of defamatory statements against others. I am here to commentate on what I can.
Man, why do you also sound like T-Bone?
Although he does not deny...
It's not like... it doesn't sound like T-Bone, but it sounds like my brain would remember T-Bone to sound, probably.
What is presumably an action of his or an associates of falsely reporting my channel for invasion of privacy, and does further not deny the distribution of suggestive material, plagiarism, etc. previously mentioned, even though sending sexual material to a non-consenting or consenting party can unintentionally or unintentionally can be classified as sexual harassment, keyword can be. He first denies the basic expectation of profiting off...
Hey, it's a fireplace!
...outsourcing.
When in reality, no, I'm not. I do pay people. You should have just asked me. Never once called me saying, hey...
Manipulating minimal context.
This is a very confusingly edited video, I gotta say. I don't know who's talking. Was that the other guy? Was that you with a better microphone? Why don't you use that microphone for the rest of what you're saying? I'm confused.
This is in a way
my brain hurts. What is even going on?
I am not the only former affiliate that was continuously asked for money, despite refusal or other statuses of employment. And to recontextualize, he asked for money continuously from at least one other to my knowledge.
You have 3 cats. What, does that make you Mr. Beast?
And I have previously lived with 2 cats prior to adulthood. The mentioned cats in the Drxhenry show episode, How Garfield Lost His Identity.
Oh my god, this is a chat.
All of us are autistic.
This is really something.
Belonging to my father, I am not legally the owner. He mentions this living with animals detail, surely out of desperation to not hold himself accountable. I am also criticized as publicity desperate for further criticizing Johnny Two Cellos and SS Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf, ironically enough, a figure who is actually guilty of doxing. I have also criticized the Fine Brothers joke.
You know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not that he's not saying the information. It really is just that my stupid brain can't keep up with what he's saying. It's like, I think he's just going too fast, and it's too monotonous, and, like, it's jumping around from fucking We're on Sniper Wolf now? What's going on?
Joe Siwa, Annoying,
What?
Doug Walker, Linkara, other channel awesome contributors.
I think we do have a bingo space for Who Cares. I think we do.
Reviews and others I cannot immediately recall, but they are not mentioned here. Johnny Two Cellos is a figure that has been directly responsible or a contributor to harassments of multiple individuals beyond me, which will not be mentioned out of privacy
I am so confused, chat. The guy who makes the Futurama videos?
concern, but if you want a fellow industry circle opinion, one internet reviewer to another,
Industry circle opinion. My man, you got 1,000 subscribers. What's going on, buddy? Are you okay at home?
What, a figure with a long history of
very
targeted harassment,
confused.
seemingly guided by arrogance. And what happens when you're bullied? You punch back. I ain't no delinquent, but I ain't no bitch neither.
Maybe you also served in the military. I don't know anything anymore.
Cello's harassment extended to other personalities in the hellhole we call the cartoon community, one of which I will mention by name, Vox from stagnating Steven Universe content farm The Roundtable, someone who once also bullied a Steven Universe fan artist into attempted suicide to the point of a confirming apology. Vox made a death prediction against me as a result of Cello's harassment, and for further context, this was all over a Peanuts video. So what do I do upon death predictions and unwarranted harassment from...
That's your harassment? Someone sent you like a joke, kind of? That's what you're mad about? Is that your proof that they're bullying you? What? I'm sorry if this is a real situation or whatever. It looks like somebody's getting their YouTube channel fucked with. This guy probably, I guess. I don't know. But this is just a weird thing to be upset about. I mean, you know, you could choose not to take a plane on October 14th, maybe. There you go, problem solved.
Rather larger, arrogant figures, I punched back. Dino takes this act of standing up for myself completely out of...
Does Kev have the death note? That might be true. Yeah.
Context. And how am I the bully? Johnny Two Cellos has a larger following, a fraction of which have continuously resorted to the harassment of others. It is clearly only shown at a quick...
I mean, I'm clearly only seeing half of this. Like, this is not probably the first video about this. I don't know if we should watch the first. It's not the first. Lots of this sort of stuff, but yeah, then there's this guy. It's just a bunch of stuff. I don't know if you want to know about Peanuts. I guess he's got a video about it. We're not doing the supervillain shuffle. It's from 4 months ago. Dinosaur with 42 heads is falsely reporting my channel. Okay, that sounds pretty bad. Is there more? This might be the first one. We'll watch this.
I fucking hate the Charmin Bears. All they fucking do is talk about how clean their asshole is. Oh no, he can't get through airport security because there's toilet paper in his asshole. Wow, I'm so happy that...
What?
That my asshole is clean. I love talking about my asshole in front of my family casually. Even my children talk about their asshole.
Is this like the other guy? Is this his content?
At the dinner table.
I fucking hate the Charmin Bears. All they fucking do is talk about how clean their assholes are. Oh no, he can't get
What is going on?
Security because of his asshole. Oh guys, I sure feel comfortable talking about my asshole in front of my own kids. Even my kids talk about...
Are you just like imitating that guy? What's happening?
At the dinner table.
No. He really is a boomer.
And speaking of boomers, I'm now 30 years old. I've been on this earth for 3 decades. Weird.
I'm older than you.
Happy birthday!
Though.
Yeah. Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just shut up about your age. I'm the oldest one here.
Dinosaur with 42 heads, real name Albert Solom, whose legal name was publicly displayed
What the fuck? Okay.
on social media prior to my first statement released on May 24th, 2024, and or his sympathizers, some of which are present in the comment section of the previous response, are now reporting my channel for invasion of privacy, posting an individual's non-publicly personal available information, despite the legal name, the vehicle, and the cat he owns all being public on social media. Nobody notable is...
Yeah, that's stupid. They shouldn't do that, but it is a little fucking weird when people do the whole, oh, I was just stalking your Instagram, bro. It's all public. What's the problem? What's the matter, bro? You mad? You mad? Like that, it seems a little strange. I don't know. This is apparently still not the beginning of this, so I'm assuming he's got some previous fucking problem with this guy.
Defending him. This is because he's a sociopath with zero respect from the industry he
Yeah,
networks
he doxed
within,
the cat.
with the exception of the Paint Huffer, whom has not denied any of Dino's credit.
Well, screw that guy. You don't even know him. Do you, bro? There's more stuff on him. Keep defending him. Oh, yeah? Like what, man? Any more petty dirt you can get on the guy to make yourselves look and feel more like the victims? Clearly you have your priorities straight there, dude. I just am fascinated by the way that these people don't ever try to make a video that's just, like, meant to appeal to someone like me who doesn't know what's going on. It's always just this super insular shit that's only ever going to make sense to people if they're already aware of what's happening. And like, why? Just can't you introduce any of this a little bit? Can you just, in case someone random like me pops into your fucking video, just explain what's happening? This is so bizarre. The intro was like, I don't know if that was a meme or what that was, but now it's this, and it's not making much more sense.
Credits, and is unwilling to admit to the inclusion of others' artwork, including suggestive material. So congrats, the Paint Huffer. You are in moral favor of justification of Albert Solom's behavior. You are
what
unable
behavior?
to admit as to when your associate is wrong. You are the Ashton Kutcher of...
Like, you're expecting me to search through your channel to find out what the fuck you're talking about. Just have a quick little previously on DBZ. That's all you need.
Internet artists. I'm sure that will absolutely be great for your freelancing.
Of course I missed the first video and all the community posts. Random people are not going to see all of the shit surrounding this. You gotta just have like a quick little, hey, this is what's been going on. Like, okay, I get it. He's falsely claiming your privacy complaint, whatever. You know, that's stupid if true. But what happened? What's going on?
Career. The graphic design Dino claims you are responsible throughout the Tune In Patrol podcast is not on your graphic design profiles, seemingly for a reason. You know what you have done. You have not denied what you have done, but you are not...
I don't know what anyone has done!
...proud of it because you are well aware of the NSFW art theft. You are a grandma...
God, no, guys, it's art theft. It's the worst possible thing anyone could ever do on Twitter, apparently! It's art theft! No! No!
Got run over by a reindeer porn thief, and if you immediately claim otherwise, you are blatantly flip-flopping to avoid controversy. You stole somebody...
Okay, what happened?
Art theft. You are a grandma got run over by a reindeer porn thief, and if you immediately claim otherwise...
Can you just say... Can you say that and not laugh? What did you say? What are you saying? What are you saying?
You are a grandma got run over by a reindeer porn thief, and if you immediately claim otherwise, you are blatantly flip-flopping to avoid controversy.
You're a porn thief, Mr. Grinch. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Yeah, this is a weird thing to... Why are you the fucking art... What do you mean porn thief? Do you mean he fucking got some porn and put it in his fucking thumbnail? Is that what you're talking about? Like, I guess this lady is the character. Is that who the porn he stole? This is what Jax Films has done to mankind. Wow.
You stole somebody's fucking grandma got run over by a reindeer porn and took credit for it. And how do I know it's unofficial? Well, I've made 2 fucking videos on it, and I know the source material pretty well. In addition to the suggestive portion of the imagery indicating that it's not official. And, you know, it's a children's TV special. And it's not like you weren't uncredited, unlike me in some instances. I have no reason...
108 views on that video, by the way. 111 now, as of... later on, I guess. 100 views. This guy's gonna come along and be the arbiter of what is and isn't right with thumbnail art, I guess.
to believe that you were falsely credited for PR by Dino because you've defended him. You are also too fucking stupid to know about reverse image search, and the art is stolen from the artist at They Call Him Cake. If Dino is—
Like, I'm just sorry, but I don't give a shit, and I could never, ever be made to give a shit. I could never, ever be made to give a shit. I stole fucking hentai from my fucking SSG video and censored it for fucking Kale Rule 34 or whatever. I fucking stole so many memes and this, like, bizarre notion that every single thing anybody needs to ever do on the internet has to be copyrighted and fucking credited is just insane. Just fuck off. It's a fucking thumbnail on a video that has 100 views. What do you want? Fucking internet licenses? This draconian, bizarre shit?
Bullshitting out of desperation, it's because he's an utter sociopath heartbroken over an internet business mutual. A mutual you have knowingly mistreated. Your name—
Wait, so, I'm sorry, so you are, like, calling this dude out because of art theft, quote-unquote, and I'm sorry, did you wind up, like, revealing his fucking public, So the response to this originally, I guess, before this video was him being like, this guy steals art, this is his full name and the cats that he has. Is that what I'm being led to believe here? Is that why there's a privacy complaint? I'm starting to think that privacy complaint might be, I don't know, maybe a little more valid. I'm confused now.
/was publicly available, and this infringement puts my channel or account at repeated violations of the community guidelines or—
Yeah, this dude's just mad he had to find the grandma got run over by a reindeer porn himself.
of service. This man is unable to hold himself accountable and has yet to even publicly deny any of my accusations. And now he is attempting to damage an income stream of mine, something he will never have. Fucking try me, Albert. I bet you'll be trying not to cry with every false accusation you
fucking try me, Albert.
Throw at me. Claiming hate speech or copyright infringement. Anything he can to easily do to abuse YouTube systems, he will most likely do.
You're just, like, projecting this on him because as far as I can understand this, you made some video where you just, like, put out his fucking full name for no reason. Like, yeah, I guess it's technically out there. But, like, what's your fucking... Why? Why did you do that? It's really bizarre behavior. Maybe it's not 100% correct that this should be a privacy complaint. But that's really bizarre behavior to do to someone who you're accusing of fucking using a bit of, like, a Rule 34 image in their, like, thumbnail? What?
This is seemingly just the beginning, but I have a reason to
try me, Albert.
Dino and his...
On guard, Albert! Take a battle stance, Albert! We shall finish this like gentlemen!
Associates not going down without a fight, a testament to his blatant sociopathic nature of being upset with zero sense of self-accountability. I use the phrase openly publicly disclosed for a reason. None of this displayed information was contractually agreed not to be publicly displayed. Assuming you won't give up because of your own inability to respond publicly yourself, I assume you will devolve into legitimately illegal behavior and don't think I won't take—
Legitimately illegal. I'm sorry, but this is defamation of this guy. You're just coming along and assuming that he's gonna do all these things for no reason. Like, it sounds to me like this privacy complaint might have been something that potentially he shouldn't have done it, but, like, I don't think he was wrong to have that knee-jerk reaction when you're, like, just fucking weirdly announcing his name to the world because he stole art! Oh, his 108 view video, he's a thief, he's an art thief. This is his full name. Like, what the fuck is up? What is that about? What is that about? That's weird shit. That's psycho person shit. I don't know. And now you're just like, he's probably gonna resort to other illegal things. Like, what? Dude, settle down. Go back to the playground.
This to court in any way I can. If I am such a bad person, fucking tell me why, but you refuse to acknowledge what you've done. If you read the comment section of the previous response, others have claimed difficulty and other accusations. Not even relevant to the conflict between me and you.
Can you imagine this escalating somehow into, like, Oh, he's a toxic and dishonest person, guys. He sponges onto other creators, causes... This is just a user rant. That's all this is. This is just a user rant with some extra fucking steps. It's just a user rant that didn't immediately look like a user rant, but it is. He's a drama-seeking attention seeker! I've never heard of this guy that has like 500 subs. He's like the point of all controversy. Maybe he lost subscriber. Maybe he originally had more, but then he lose subscriber because he's bad. He bad.
Do not think that there are other people who will not be willing to serve as witnesses against you. Your actions have caught up to you.
Just imagine this escalating to the courtroom. Like, the legal proceedings that involve grandma got run over by a reindeer titty inflation fetish porn. Or whatever that fucking was.
And you have messed with the one person willing to publicly criticize you. And if one person, why not more? For things you've done beyond what I've previously described and displayed. Bitch, I bet you still watch Muppets Part 3 because you're desperate to strike me down for anything you can. If this account soon disappears or I face monetary consequences as a result of Dino, the Paint Huffer, or any other defending associate's claims against me, be sure...
So some random guy in his comments who's like... sticking up for this other dude is a defending associate. He must be part of the cabal that's out for me.
To contact YouTube directly.
Contact YouTube if they take down my... Okay, buddy.
Directly through mail, fax, and the
Fax them!
X account.
Fax YouTube about my termination promptly, please.
And with enough public persuasion, we may be able to reverse any successful damage Dino and the Paint Huffer and others may cause. The fight Dino and his associated sociopaths are attempting to put up.
Associated sociopaths. That's gonna be the name of my band. That's I'm going with it. Associated sociopaths. Or just a sociopaths. Yeah, you know, I don't know. We'll workshop it.
I have a reason to believe that Dino and the Paint Huffer are the ones filing claims against my channel. Who else
doxed YouTube?
would it be? In fact, I expect him to deny his filings. But it's probably not the Paint Huffer trying to take action because he's too busy jacking off to Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer porn.
Well, that could be said of everybody involved in this, my friend. Okay, so the first one is this warning video. Let's see if we can track down what's actually going on here. Let's see. So this is 1,000 views 5 months ago. A warning about Dinosaur with 42 heads. Desperate. Bootlicker. Man-child. It's got like a Turkey Tom thumbnail. It's great. Good.
Dinosaur with 42 heads is the most difficult person I've ever worked with. With networking, he has wasted my time that I don't have to waste given my fiscal struggles.
Is that who this person is? Do they look like this? Is that a real-life picture of the dinosaur guy, I guess? Or who? Or is that you? I could believe either, really.
Wasted my time that I don't have to waste given my fiscal struggles, and has continuously refused to pay me for editing work, in addition to consistently not releasing material.
Refused to pay me.
Refused to pay me for editing work, in addition to consistently not releasing material.
Paying you? I thought your channel has more subscribers. You're editing for him? I'm confused. Not paying you for editing work. So you were editing for his smaller channel? What? I mean, I guess if you were gonna get paid for it, okay. Well, you know, you should probably pay people for their work if that's the agreement, you know, I guess, alright, what else?
Refused to pay me for editing work, in addition to consistently not releasing material. Material I was not credited in. This man is so lazy that he wants me to edit audio podcasts which feature no visuals without...
Oh yeah, you're right, hang on.
...to waste given my fiscal struggles, and has continuously refused to pay me for editing work, in addition to consistently not releasing material. Material I was not credited in. This man is so lazy that he wants me to edit audio podcasts which feature no visuals without pay, in addition to consistently asking me and others for money for artwork, in addition to consistently begging others for money.
He's not, like, angry. He doesn't seem to be able to get angry. He just kind of has this monotonous... He's kind of like that food reviewer guy.
money he is too lazy to spend for the production values of his podcast. Money he clearly has because he has publicly disclosed that he is 30 plus years old, has openly disclosed employment, and owns a cat in a vehicle. The simplification of my tasks later being a justification for being unable to pay me. In addition, Dino, a man in his 30s, has continuously publicly displayed obsessive behavior and takes credit for any success in my entertainment career. He is a man that is desperate to be a professional artist simply through nepotism and not through craftsmanship. I have never once credited him as a inspiration or mentor. He is just as intolerable and uncharismatic as he is in his...
This is some real petty shit. I mean, like, I guess, yeah, people should pay each other, right? But, like, this just feels really petty, though. I mean, like, because I just don't care. None of it is making me, like, oh! None of it so far is really making me fucking shiver me timbers all that much. It's kind of just some, like, interpersonal drama that people have. It's like, this is not that exciting. You really shouldn't have made a video about this.
Lazy pan pizza inspired
very
reviews.
stupid.
This publicly childish, obsessive behavior also applies to Magic Mush and Pan Pizza. In addition, he has continuously
Magic
sent
Mush?
suggestive
Magic Mush getting called out? Oh my god!
cosplay material on multiple instances.
I'm sorry, what is this?
And he has continuously sent suggestive cosplay material on multiple instances.
And this is like his messages to you, but of course we don't see if you say that you want messages like this. Nothing at all to seemingly prompt this or reject it either. It seems to be perfectly on board with... I mean, like, yeah, there's no... Hey, please send this to me, but there's also no, hey, what's this? Please stop. You know? Maybe that's coming. Do a YouTube short about her making obscure character sexy. Right.
The Tuning Patrol podcast, which I was promised money to appear on...
This just sounds like some fucking tism. I can't believe how userific this really is.
...was seemingly conceived out of lack of effort and spite the members of other podcasts. In other entertainment networking circles, he has been banned for similar reasons. Dino has continuously just lazily dick-rided others' efforts to entertain for financial security. And when he's not asking the same people he hired for money, he's just fucking sending them porn, 'cause funny. 'Cause that's what you do to strangers on the internet.
Jay-Z wouldn't give me $100.
But, like, I don't know if that's just randomly sent to you, though. You're saying that, but I'm not seeing anything that... Like... as usual, we just have to believe, listen and believe when they tell us, I didn't ask for any of this. Like, okay, can you show me, show me the whole message history? Where does it just begin and end? Do you ever push back against this? Are you engaging with it at all? Kind of feels like it's possible that someone might have just been like, hey, send me some links or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's probably weird, I guess, if they're just sending it to you randomly. I suppose. Yeah. Sure. I guess. I still don't care. Like, wow.
Dollars to gamble with.
I'm so invested in how much I don't care right now. It's crazy.
Thankfully, parents have an unlimited amount of money.
You see, that was actually a jab at him and his continuous request to be given $100, referencing a claim Jay-Z made about a family member he distrusts. Jay-Z being an allegory for Dinosaur with 42 heads. But his asinine request and childish behavior have gotten to the point where he needs his fucking caps peeled back. If you don't believe me about...
He needs his caps peeled back. Is this some more cool rapper lingo? Yo, I haven't done a Jay-Z mashup yet, so maybe I'll find out about getting the caps peeled back on the next one. I'm not familiar with that.
The very apparent dick riding of
next one's gonna be Kendrick, though, actually.
People that actually try, well, it's very apparent publicly on his channel. When he's not being a lazy pan pizza clone for clout, he makes great content like The Amazing Digital Circus, but it's only bubble. Just trimming down an
but now we're just shit-talking someone else's, like, content, and I gotta be real, dude. Gotta be real, dude. I've seen a million fucking videos that look like these. I mean, I guess the, like, art style is something. I don't know. Just like, oh, wimpy kid and fucking, you're just like an LS Mark ripoff or whatever. I don't know. You're like, look at this video. Get a load of this, fucking, oh, what the fuck is his name? It's like Tariq or something. Yeah, get a load of this clone of that guy's channel. The fucking, if Brains was here, he would know. He talked to him. He had a podcast with him. This is the cartoon guy. So fucking, yeah, this whole thing just looks like a lot of other people's channels. I mean, you did of Nomeo and Julie. This is just, you're just in a sector of YouTube where you make videos that, like, it's not even, I'm not even shitting on this guy necessarily. Like, this is just the videos that he makes. It's fine. I don't know if I'd necessarily watch these. Some of them might be of interest, I guess, but, like, also the ones that are of interest, there's probably another channel I already watched that, like, you know, has already talked about these things. So, I don't know, inherently there will be crossover with these fucking subjects, is all I'm saying. There's gonna be crossover, there's gonna be, like, you know, people that do similar, it's just like back in the day when, like, you weren't allowed to review a movie because Nostalgia Critic already looked at that movie, or whatever dumbass shit. Is this just him, like, commenting on AVGN? Okay. Well, yeah, you know, it seems like incredibly petty beef.
Episode participating in the content farming of the overnight popularity of the series, and Has Been Hotel But It's Only Swearing, released not long after the television interpretation of the series, specifically for publicity because he's too lazy to actually have craftsmanship in his entertainment.
Craftsmanship.
Oh, what's this? Stolen fan art in his thumbnails?
Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Oh, what's this? Stolen NSFW fan art in his thumbnails? Some of which are designed by his associate Paint Huffer, who claims he's the only one that can emulate Dino's editing style. Despite promising me pay.
Oh, this is an actual associate then. I see.
And the fact that he has no style because he's just a fucking pan pizza clone. Leech with 42 heads would be a more accurate name. Do not work with this man.
Do not work with this man. He looked at porn once and didn't then go on Twitter and credit who the porn was made by that he looked at. That's what everyone needs to do now under this new like dictatorship of everything must be credited. You have to go on Twitter after you're done, after you're finished. You got to go on Twitter and be like, I looked at Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer porn and it was drawn by this lady or this guy or whatever, and you post that, bing bang boom, there you go. You're safe. You haven't stolen anything. Because it's like, it's free art, right? You look at it, but you got to credit it. So you got to go on social media and, like, also tell all your friends and family and your clergy about the Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer porn that you looked at. Don't elaborate. Don't go any further into it. Just say I looked at some Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer porn and just let people figure out what that means. Because I've never seen that. I didn't know it had, like, a sexy cousin character or whatever. I didn't know. So like, I would just assume if you told me that it's either Grandma or the reindeer. And, like, that's pretty funny. You just tell people that, and there you go. You're off to the races.
I would say don't watch his shitty fucking videos, but nobody's gonna watch it. So congrats, you finally got mentioned on my channel for all those months of nepotism and dick riding.
Oh.
But not through the collaborations you seemingly wanted, because he only wants PR. But this video should be the beginning of his downfall right now. Oh wait, he didn't-
If this user keeps posting terrible cringe, alright, well, that's the Drxhenry situation. Along with Albert Dinosaur guy. Real horrible guy. Sounds like he really did some crazy stuff right there. Yeah. I don't know, it kind of just seems like everybody involved needs to fucking stop huffing so much paint, I guess. Next up, we got this